G'day all you wonderful people, welcome to Adventure Together. My name's Al, Trail Name Lookout, and today it is early o'clock in the morning. It is very, very, very cold. I say this far too often, but it's August. It's August. When does summer start? I think summer has just bypassed me, because in 2 weeks' time it's going to be September and autumn, and there will have been no summer. No warmth, and warmth is what keeps me going, and I want to live in warm countries, and that's why I do live in warm countries. I've lived in Australia and Thailand, and I've lived in many countries actually that are very warm, and I enjoy it. And I deliberately moved away from London when I was young for many reasons, and one of them was the enjoyment of warmth, and I don't have that. And they say on these treks you find out how comfortable you are with being uncomfortable. Well, I'm fine with being uncomfortable. I can be wet and dirty and stinky, I don't mind. But when you wake up in the morning and your first thoughts are, no mum, I don't want to go to school today, and then you're like, oh no, it's hiking and it's cold. I can barely hold this phone. It's very, very cold. So let's get on with hiking. But I don't want to hike because then I have to take my hands out my pockets. And not good, not good. But anyway, aside from complaining, 30 miles to the highway. And I've been saying all along I need to do big miles, otherwise I won't have enough food. Well, I have 2 days worth of food, one for today and one for tomorrow, so I didn't need to push as much as I thought on a bum knee, but I did it anyway. And here we are, 30 miles to the road. That's still a big day. But maybe I can get there this afternoon and get a ride into town and be in a hotel tonight. If not, I'm camping, and then I'll go in early tomorrow morning. But yeah, I just want some warmth for a change, and no thunderstorms. There's thunderstorms every single day. I'm getting a little bit sick of CDT weather. CDT weather being humid in the morning, thunderstorm in the afternoon, condensation and cold through the night. Oh well. That's it though. There's bigger things in this world to complain about. Onwards, time to hike. Welcome back to another episode of Strange Things Found on the CDT. This is the only show where you can find all of the weird things that you find on the CDT. And today, we have a pair of trousers hanging from a tree, complete with a leather belt. Well, that was another episode of Strange Things Found on the CDT. You have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Well, welcome back to another episode of Strange Things to Find on the CDT. And This week we have something very strange found in the middle of the trail. There was this guy, a rubber duck. All the way from China. But it says Gaffney, South Carolina. But it also says Wyoming. You are a well-travelled duck. Now we cleared all that dirt out of your mouth. This is, I think you're going to come with me. Is that what you want to do? Sounds like your squeaker's gone. I'm going to take that as a yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was another episode of Strange Things Found on the CDT. But this strange thing is not going to remain on the CDT. It's coming out to town with me. We're following the duck. Wherever the duck leads. Hopefully he leads us to flat ground with no hills. Ladies and gentlemen, remember these? We used to grab these on the PCT. Oh, very nice. Eating all the bear food now. I have the bears angry with me. But there's so many. The evidence of my crimes in case I go to bear court for stealing their food. It's an honest cop, governor. You couldn't help myself. You caught me red-handed. Oh God, so good. It was worth it. Oh, so good. I wonder if they make a cake or a tart or something out of this. That'd be amazing. I have to see when I get back to civilization whether or not I can find one. The famous grouse. I think the locals don't like Idaho. It seems to have been the target of their shooting practice. Injury update. We didn't do one last night or this morning, so injury update. As you can see, there's a lot of dried blood, and it's still bleeding. It's not stopped, but I washed it out with some dirty puddle water and rubbed some dirt into it to try and block it up and soak up what was there. So that seems to have worked. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's about 4:45. I'm on top of a mountain. I am 10 miles away from the highway where I would hitch into one of the surrounding towns. Not really made up my mind which one. I'm kind of easy. 10 miles away, let's say 3 hours, 3.5 hours, and it's quarter to 6, sorry, it's 5:45. I'm not going to get to the road till 8:45. I did plan to get there earlier, but I had a rest. Enjoyed the view from on top of the mountain. So, if I go into town tonight and I do catch a ride, I'm not going to make a hotel before, let's say 9:30, 10 o'clock. And what am I going to do with that time? I'm going to shower, charge my devices and sleep. And then tomorrow resupply and head out. So I'm not really going to have that much time to do anything. So I've decided that what's more sensible is to camp by the road tonight, try and go in early tomorrow morning, try to do laundry, resupply, get a hotel room, and then just spend the day in the hotel room and relax and rest my body up. So I think that's more sensible. The problem with that though is that I lose a day. So thinking about it that way, I don't feel great losing a day just because of a couple of hours. Like if I'd have made it maybe 2 or 3 hours before, I maybe could have done everything I needed to do and tomorrow gone back to trail, but I just don't see it making sense to spend money, especially a lot of money, because hotel rooms aren't exactly cheap. Spending a lot of money on accommodation that I'm only going to use for maybe 8 to 10 hours. So yeah, it's just thinking about what's sensible, but also like losing a day. It's that's going to be tough, but maybe at this point having the little Nero is going to be better for my body if I can just rest and relax a little bit. But what's tempting me to do it all tonight is the fact that my next stop is Anaconda, and that's where I plan to have my next zero. So with that weighing up, can I do everything tomorrow, get in and out, and do what we call a hero, where I go into town, get everything done, and move out real quick without staying overnight? Things to think about on my way down to the road. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. And if I haven't used the SpongeBob cutscene, the next day, it is, the next day. And I am on the highway. I camped right next to the highway. Trucks kept me awake for how quiet this road is. It gets pretty busy at night. And so very cold, surprisingly cold this morning. And I am walking down this highway because it joins a much busier highway 1 mile down the hill. And my plan is to go there and try and get a ride to a place called Hamilton. Hamilton is the largest town in this area. It's got the most accommodation options, and it comes highly recommended by past years of thru hikers. So that's what I'm going to do, try and get there. So really, look, a massive CDT sign. Yeah, huge. Oh well. Yeah, back to me. That's what I'm going to do, and this vlog is long enough before I start recording another day. So let's leave it there, shall we? You can tune in to see my adventures, although as everyone should know by now, I get a little bit rubbish when I'm in town at filming things. Tune into the next vlog and see what happens. But I'm sure I'll get a ride or a series of rides that will take me to Hamilton, hopefully. And if not, I'll end up somewhere different. I guess for today's vlog, that's it from me. Don't forget to give loads of money to the fundraiser, and thank you for joining me. I'll see you in the next one.